between our visitors and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's the option. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. He's going to look deep for more. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. Remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
He's brought down at the...
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Dobbins running out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
1 yard.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here's Breida. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Vita Vea on the stop.
We're scoreless after 1.
End of the first quarter with no score.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense just can gang up on the run and shut them down.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. This is Marino, and he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken at about the 14. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now 1st down. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Quarterback taken down.
I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
7, Browns nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
On second down, Dobbins.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run it's Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 23 yards to pick up there.
1st and 10.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Escaping the pressure right.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, he's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A 20-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They run with Breida. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Breida. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead. Use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go counter with Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at the 18. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Eluding the pressure right. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's good for 28 yards.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Browns 10, Jaguars 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Isaiah Simmons.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play.
Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now a give to Breida. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 33 and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Baker in on the tackle.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Second and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. Second and 10. keep it on the ground. Mullins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal. They run again with Breida, and they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. This is Breida. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Breida, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Brooklyn.
Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Sanders now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Myles Garrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Touchdown, Brooklyn.
Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Jaguars 20, Browns 10.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Flushed out right. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Nice play, man.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
Yeah.
As they
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, here's Breida. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
By Jeremy Chin. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here's Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On third down, a run from Breida. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.